Hello, everybody. We're new. Sorry for the no upload yesterday. I was very busy with work. But before I get into this video today, I just wanna, we're gonna go over the mods and resource packs that I use. So starting off for resource packs, I use Defrosted by Kino and Lucy. Lucy's the goat. And other than that, I also use another Lucy pack, which I don't think I've used in a video. It is, I'm using it because oh god, look at that sky. Actually, I'm gonna keep using this now for the rest of these videos because it just makes everything a lot calmer. But oh, and then mods. So my mods that I use a variety of mods. Half the mods I don't even use, to be honest. Like, I honestly don't know what this is. So we're gonna get to essentials. Koffel. I don't use Koffel anymore, but it's just for item evaluation. CT item. That mod is just good for also item evaluation. NEU, Paxer, Little Monkey, Scatha Pro because it's Scatha Miner. Scroll tooltips, SBA, Sky Handy, Skytails, and Soupy. Soupy's the best mod ever. You're gonna need to get it. But anyways, let's get into the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. We're growing so close to 50, and we're getting so many views. And genuinely, 99.8% of you guys are not subscribed, and it's really funny. But let's get into the video. Thank you so much. Well, yeah, we're here, and this is the full Hypixel skyblock. Archer experience. We're going to be doing floors 1 through M7 because I've M7 before. And M7 is fun and you don't want to ever do it. But to start us off, we're just going to skip straight to floor 1 because, I'll be nice. Floor 1, you can't really do anything. So, yeah, there's no bow other than machine gun short bow and like armor-wise, genuinely I'd use strong armor. But all the way up until floor 3, 4, that's what you're going to be rocking. Once you get to floor 4, you have a little bit of breathability with the Spirit short bow. Now, this bow, by all means, it's not the greatest. It gets outclassed, but it can do the job for its price. It's not a bad item. And then you're going to want to max out with adaptive armor or werewolf armor inside of dungeons. But that's going to also lead us on to floor 5, where we get a ton of upgrades for Archer. Now, I recommend, even before, if you didn't have the Spirit short bow, to get a Juju short bow because it's just better and you're going to keep it for a much longer time. Equipment, we're going to be using the bone necklace if it's in your budget, which it most likely will not be. But a rift necklace is good in replacement of that. Other than that, the Shadow Assassin cloak is really cheap, so are the Soul Weaver gloves, but you will get at floor 6, so we can't use those just about yet. But for floor 5, we can use the adaptive belt and the Shadow Assassin cloak along with the balloon snake, but the balloon snake is really annoying to use. So, for floor 5, we're going to be rocking full Shadow Assassin, like you see that guy right there, and a Juju short bow. The Juju short bow, I'll try to show the base stats on it and compare it. It is, so compared, remember these, a 5-star Spirit short bow is 231 damage and 110 strength outside of dungeons. Inside of dungeons, 336 and 160 with a 0.75 shot cooldown. And then, if we go to Dragon Essence, we go to the QQ Short Bow, where its base stats are already a lot better, and it just does not get buffs inside the dungeons. But it also gives crit chance and strength and crit damage with better amount of damage and a lower shot cooldown, which makes it the better bow. Now, if you match that with about 80% attack chance, which your pet, you're going to want to have a tiger pet with a crochet tiger plushie or a skeleton pet. I recommend, if your skeleton is not level 100, a Shelmet. If it is level 100, a tiger plushie, because that extra DPS is actually wild. Now, for enchants, you're going to want to get chance. You're going to want to get Soul Eater. If not Soul Eater, then your bow's really not going to be good. Same with the Overload you're really going to need. But you're going to want to get 5 stars on a hot potato. Fumings is not needed for a Juju short bow. And you don't really need to recom it. That's just a waste of money because you're not really going to be keeping it long. And then, moving on to floor 6, we get a little bit of an upgrade. We're going to go to 3/4 Shadow Assassin and Golden Sedan Head with, honestly, a Baby Yeti pet due to survivability. And if that doesn't work, then, yeah, you're going to have to... Lion's a good pet. You're going to have to go back to the Baby Yeti, and if that doesn't work, maybe even a Whale. But if you have a tank, you should be fine on that floor. And now, floor 7, you get your first floor 7 done, and boom, you're gonna want to get max or boots with Necron leggings and Necron chest plate and a golden Necron head. Now I know the golden Necron head is a bit pricey. It will run you about 30 to 40 mil if I'm right. Yeah, it'll run you about 30 to 40 mil. But if you can't afford that, then a Terra helmet will always do the job. Along with this, you can get your Soul Weaver gloves now, and you're gonna need a bone necklace. But this is when things turn, and you're gonna need a Terminator to go any further. So if you don't got a Terminator, this is where it ends for you. But yes, Terminator is necessary for floor 7 Archer at least, unless you're a low Catacombs level. But moving on to M1, M2, M3, it's all basically the same. You're gonna want to get at least one Master Star on your armor. You're gonna want to get. This is when you want to start getting an Ender Dragon. A skeleton pet will still work for this, and you can use an or a skeleton pet all the way up to M5. But M3 is where we're really just gonna go over. M3, there's 4 arches, 5 arches sometimes, and then whatever arch is the highest level will focus on the Emperor or the Chaos Guardian, and all the other ones will get their specific guardians. And then the Berserker, if there is a Berserker, which usually is just the lowest DPS archer, will fire freeze the Professor when we go into his second phase. After that, if your archer's DPS is good enough, if he's using a Diamond Professor or a Golden Professor head, they may be good enough, but you can just one phase him, and then he'll go into his final stage, and his final stage is the same as floor 3 if you've done it. And then, yeah, you can get, there's an 8% chance for a first Master Star. The first Master Star, they are good profit. I recommend putting them on armor if you don't have them, or your Terminator, which your Terminator, you're 100% going to need an Art of War, Fumings. You're going to need fully max it out, power 6, maybe even power 7, but you probably don't have the money for that. And then M4. M4, you're going to want to run a healer, a tank, one archer, and a berserker, and maybe even a fake mage, or a real mage, a left-click mage. But the healer is going to be down with the healer is going to be up in the stands, and he's most likely going to be the one who places the decoys and stuns. The berserker is going to be up in the stands, and he's most likely going to be killing bats because the decoys, the bats go to the decoys. And then the tank and the archer and the mage are all down there. The mage may be clearing, the archer may be clearing. It depends which one has a DPS. If you're running a left-click mage, then most of the time the archer is just down there to clear. But you kill. It's the same process as 4-4. You kill Spirit Bear, he drops his bow, you shoot, and yeah, it's that easy. And then getting on the M5, where M5 is complicated. Now, this is where I recommend you have at least 3 Master Stars on all of your gear. You're going to need an Ice Ray Wand and a Gyrokinetic Wand. The clear is really easy. You just got to make sure you put your Shadow Assassin or your Cloak on for all mini-bosses when they're shooting their arrows, along with Shadow Assassins to get him to teleport. And always make sure you keep your distance, because Speedy Fells will ruin your life. So always be careful running that floor. Along with this, when you get in the boss, if you're running with an LCM, the LCM will go in the middle. Everyone will also go in the middle, but they'll stand on the platforms above. I can't go in the catacombs to show you, or I would. I get unbanned in 4 days. But Fake Mage or LCM is the carry of floor 5. But as an archer, because these lower parties, you're most likely going to run 3 berserkers, 1 archer, 1 tank. The tank and the archer will go to the middle. There will be a berserker sitting in front of the portal, and then the berserker, after the archer is in the middle, he's going to ice spray the livid, and he's going to knock the livid back along with the tank. So this is the tank, and that's where the tank is going to start going, because the archer is going to be knocking him back into the portal. And your berserker, who's right here, is going to Gyrokinetic Wand, and then the livid's going to be in the portal, and everyone's going to spam DPS him. But that is M5. You're going to get stars. Yeah, it's really good XP. Make sure you take advantage of it next derby. And then getting into M6. M6 is where things get a little sus. To Archer, you're going to need a Golden Dragon. You can get by with Ender Dragon if you are a high Catacombs level. But Golden Dragon is most likely needed. So, to Archer with a Archer M7, you're gonna need 1,000 magical or M6. You're gonna need 1,000 magical power minimum as well. I recommend warrior if you can do it with a crit chance, and then if you really need it, the damage, you can switch your max or boots back to Necron boots. But with this being, there's so many roles, and then the archer's role is to, when terracottas start, you're gonna gyro middle. So it's gonna be Berserker's gyro, or no, it's gonna be Mage's gyro, then your gyro, then Berserker's gyro, then Mage's gyro. You're gonna be gyroing in the middle, and then once you get all the terracottas in the middle killed, and your first wave of terracottas are dead, you're gonna kill all the golems. After that, you each class you're gonna go for first giant Berserker, and healer goes for second giant, or no, healer Berserker goes for second giant, yeah. Mage goes for 3 and 4. And then, well, you go for 1 and 4. But anyways, they're gonna drop. You know, you're a crazy archer, so you're gonna DPS them. But after that, big Sedan comes up. Sedan, this is scary. You gotta. This is where the DPS really matters. You're gonna have to gyro him and ice spray him, and you're gonna have to kill him before that gyro ends, or your party is gonna get cooked and you most likely will die. But that is really just the M6. And moving on to M7, yeah, you heard it. 9-star gear, honestly. I don't think you need it. Everyone says you need it, but I've personally ran it with 7-star gear and I was fine. Anyways, you're going to need to go an Ender Dragon for M7 archery. So, we're just going to get straight to the boss fight. Because the only difference from M5, or from floor 7 and M7 is P5, the dragon phase. There's a bunch of relics you got to grab, and then you got to go place them into their said colors. But after that, there's going to be dragons. Now, make sure when a dragon spawns, if you're DPS, you're either going to want to instantly kill them, or you're going to want to wait for, you're going to want to get them low and wait for them to come around. For example, if the dragon is flying, he's flying, he leaves his area, okay? You cannot kill him, because if you kill him and he's not under his pillar, the pillars have colors that are aligned with the dragons. You have to kill the correct dragon under its own pillar, the same pillar that it spawned from. If you don't kill it at the right time, then you're going to have to do it again. And then if you fail too many times, the boss run is over. But it's really simple. You're just going to kill all of the dragons under the correct pillars, and then you completed Master Mode 7 and you dropped yourself a handle. But I know this isn't too in-depth. When I'm unbanned and I can run M7, I will definitely show a better video on how to do M7. And that'll just be a video for its own. But this is the video mod pack and the just quick little video I had to put out because I have to go do stuff. But anyways, have a great day and a great rest of your night. Sleep good, fuel up for school tomorrow, unless you're not in school anymore. But thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody has a great, amazing, glorious day. Thank you. Subscribe, like, share it with a friend, comment. I'll do any video suggestion. Thank you.